The mystique of lost biblical texts refers to the enigmatic allure and intrigue surrounding ancient religious manuscripts that have been lost, suppressed, or excluded from the canonical Bible. These texts, often termed apocryphal or pseudo-epigraphal, are believed to hold narratives, teachings, or insights that offer alternative perspectives on biblical events and figures. Their mystique lies in the possibility that they could dramatically alter our understanding of biblical history and theology should they be authenticated and accepted. These lost texts are of significant importance as they challenge the conventional narratives upheld by established religious institutions. Fascination with these works stems from their potential to fill historical gaps and provide new context or understanding of the spirituality and culture of biblical times. This allure is tied to the larger quest for a more comprehensive understanding of religious traditions and their development over centuries. Two notable examples that illustrate this mystique are the Gospel of Thomas and the Book of Enoch. The Gospel of Thomas, discovered in the Nag Hammadi Library in 1945, consists of sayings attributed to Jesus. Unlike the canonical Gospels, it lacks narrative structure, presenting a compilation of teachings that some scholars argue could date back to the earliest Christian communities. The Book of Enoch, referenced in the canonical Bible but not included within it, offers an elaborate depiction of the divine, angelic realms and the nature of sin, significantly influencing early Christian and Jewish thought. Proponents of the study and inclusion of these texts argue that they offer a broader, more nuanced understanding of early religious beliefs and practices. By exploring these works, scholars and theologians can appreciate the diversity of thought and interpretation present in early Christianity and Judaism. However, the exploration of these texts is not without challenges or controversies. Questions about authenticity, authorial intent, and doctrinal conflict arise, leading to debates about their legitimacy and relevance. Critics often argue that these texts were excluded from the canon due to their theological discrepancies or lack of historical credibility. Additionally, there is the concern that such texts could undermine established religious teachings and traditions. The exploration of these lost texts connects to broader discussions about biblical history and the evolving nature of religious interpretation. By examining these writings, scholars are encouraged to reconsider established narratives and explore the rich tapestry of beliefs that have shaped religious thought over millennia. This endeavor not only deepens historical understanding, but also challenges modern readers to engage with their spiritual heritage in more dynamic and informed ways. In the exploration of Unearthed Secrets, which lost books could rewrite biblical history, we delve into texts that are not part of the canonical Bible, but hold significant potential to reshape our understanding of biblical events and teachings. Lost books refer to ancient manuscripts or texts referenced in biblical literature that were either excluded deliberately from the canon or disappeared over time. These texts often contain narratives, teachings, or historical accounts parallel to or differing from those in the canonical Bible, offering new insights or interpretations of biblical history. The significance of these lost books lies in their ability to provide broader cultural and historical context, potentially enriching or altering our understanding of biblical narratives. Rediscovering such texts could lead to a reevaluation of well-known stories, ideas, and teachings, thus having profound implications on theology, historical comprehension, and even religious practices. One compelling example is the Gospel of Thomas, a collection of 114 sayings attributed to Jesus, discovered in the Nag Hammadi Library in 1945. While it doesn't narrate Jesus' life like the canonical Gospels, its contents provide alternative insights into his teachings, emphasizing personal spiritual knowledge over traditional religious constructs. Another example is the Book of Enoch, which expands upon narratives of angels and the nature of the universe, elements briefly mentioned in the canonical Genesis. Once considered canonical by some early Christian traditions, its stories about the fallen angels and Enoch's visions have significantly influenced Jewish mysticism and Christian eschatology. Supporters of the study of these texts argue they shed light on diverse theological perspectives prevalent during the formative years of Judaism and Christianity. They contend that such texts could fill historical gaps, enhance scholarly understanding, and deepen spiritual exploration. However, the inclusion of these texts in theological discourse is not without challenges. Critics argue that their non-canonical status implies unreliability or doctrinally conflicting viewpoints. The legitimacy and authenticity of these texts are often contested, raising questions about their origins, alterations over time, and the agendas of their authors. Furthermore, Different religious traditions maintain varying criteria for scriptural authority, complicating their acceptance. The consideration of lost books influences not just the historical understanding of biblical events, but also modern theological debates, highlighting the dynamic and evolving nature of scriptural interpretation. As such, they serve as a crucial point of connection between historical inquiry and contemporary religious thought, continually challenging believers and scholars alike to reflect upon the depth and complexity of biblical heritage. Discoveries of ancient manuscripts offer a profound glimpse into the past, providing insights into historical, religious, and cultural contexts that were previously unknown or misunderstood. These manuscripts refer to texts that have been unearthed over the years, often hidden in caves, buried underground, or preserved in monastic libraries. They include works such as the Dead Sea Scrolls, Nag Hammadi Library, and other significant finds that have the potential to alter our understanding of biblical history and religious traditions. The significance of these discoveries in the realm of biblical history cannot be overstated. They offer a more comprehensive understanding of the beliefs, practices, and diversity within early Judaism and Christianity. Moreover, they help historians and theologians trace the evolution of religious texts and ideas, providing a richer context for interpreting canonical scriptures. These manuscripts can challenge conventional narratives and potentially illuminate unexplored aspects of religious doctrines, reshaping theological perspectives. Two notable examples illustrate this point. The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered in the mid-20th century near the Dead Sea, include texts dating back to the Second Temple period of Judaism. They contain some of the earliest copies of biblical books and reveal a variety of Jewish thought and practice, some of which differ significantly from what is found in the Hebrew Bible. Another example is the Nag Hammadi Library, a collection of Gnostic texts uncovered in Egypt in 1945. These texts offer alternative Christian teachings and highlight the diversity of beliefs in early Christianity, challenging the uniformity often portrayed by Orthodox traditions. Opinions supporting the significance of these findings suggest that these texts can democratize religious understanding, giving voice to marginalized or suppressed viewpoints that were lost to history. However, there are challenges and controversies. Some scholars argue about the authenticity and interpretation of these manuscripts, while religious authorities may resist integrating these findings into established doctrines due to potential conflicts with traditional beliefs. These discoveries influence other aspects of the main topic by expanding the scope of biblical scholarship. They encourage a reevaluation of historical context and theological assumptions, prompting debates about canon formation and the criteria used to determine authoritative religious texts. As more manuscripts are discovered, they continue to invite dialogue and reassessment, ensuring that the exploration of biblical history remains a dynamic and evolving field of study. The concept of unearthed secrets, which lost books could rewrite biblical history, revolves around the idea of discovering ancient texts that were not included in the canonical Bible, yet possess the potential to alter our understanding of biblical narratives, beliefs, and historical contexts. These lost books may contain different perspectives, additional stories, or contextual information that could significantly impact traditional biblical interpretations. The significance of this point lies in its potential to challenge established religious doctrines, offer new insights into early Christian and Jewish thought, and enrich our understanding of ancient cultures. One example of a lost book is the Gospel of Thomas, part of the Nag Hammadi Library discovered in Egypt in 1945. Unlike the canonical Gospels, the Gospel of Thomas consists of 114 sayings attributed to Jesus, some of which parallel those in the New Testament, while others diverge significantly. Its existence suggests the diversity of early Christian beliefs and raises questions about which teachings were prioritized and why others were excluded. Another example is the Book of Enoch, a collection of ancient Jewish texts that detail the story of Enoch, who is briefly mentioned in the Bible. The Book of Enoch explores themes like angels, demons, and the origins of evil, offering a more elaborate cosmology that some early Christian writers considered influential. Supporting opinions highlight the importance of these texts in broadening theological perspectives and fostering interfaith dialogue. Scholars argue that by examining these works, we gain a more nuanced understanding of the historical and cultural contexts within which the Bible was compiled, allowing for a more informed and reflective faith. However, controversies abound regarding the authenticity and relevance of these texts. Some religious authorities question their legitimacy, as they were often excluded from the biblical canon due to theological discrepancies or lack of apostolic connection. Critics also worry about the potential for these texts to undermine faith by challenging long-held beliefs or traditions. These lost books connect to the broader themes of biblical history by revealing the dynamic and contested process of canon formation. Understanding why certain texts were excluded can illuminate the theological, political, and social factors that influence the development of biblical scripture. Overall, exploring these unearthed secrets encourages a deeper inquiry into the origins of religious traditions, the power structures involved in shaping holy texts, and the enduring quest for spiritual truth.